You're walking through a dark forest, the kind where the trees twist and lean in ways that make your skin prickle. There's a fog rolling in, thick and heavy, curling around your ankles like it's alive. You can hear your own heartbeat thumping louder with every step, because somewhere in that haze is a secret waiting for you. A secret so powerful it could change everything. How you think, how you feel, how you live. But here's the catch. You don't even know it's there. Not yet. That secret is buried deep inside you in a place you've never dared to look too closely. A place that's been running the show your whole life without you even realizing it. I'm talking about your subconscious mind. And what if I told you that right now, as you're listening to me, you're on the edge of discovering how to take control of it, how to rewrite it, how to reprogram it. Stay with me, because if you miss this video, if you click away too soon, you're going to miss the one piece of information that could unlock everything you've ever wanted. Let's step into that fog together. Are you ready? You're 5 years old again. The world's big, loud, and a little scary. You're sitting on the floor, maybe with a toy in your hands, and someone, maybe a parent, a teacher, a friend, says something to you, something small, something you barely even register. You're not good at this. You're too shy. You'll never figure it out. It's just words, right? Just a fleeting moment. But what if I told you those words didn't just disappear? What if they sank into you like rain into dry earth, seeping down into a part of your mind you didn't even know existed? A part that's been quietly soaking up every word, every feeling, every fear, and turning them into rules you've been following ever since without even knowing it. That's your subconscious mind at work. It's like an invisible puppeteer pulling strings you didn't even know were attached to you. And right now, it's deciding how you feel about yourself, what you believe you're capable of, even what you think you deserve. Scary, isn't it? But here's where it gets wild. You can change it. You can reprogram it. And I'm going to show you how. You stick with me to the end. Because if you miss this video, you're going to miss the key that could set you free. Let's rewind for a second. Think about the last time you felt stuck, really stuck. Maybe it was a dream you gave up on, a relationship that keeps falling apart, or that voice in your head that whispers you're not enough. You try to push past it, don't you? You tell yourself, come on, just do it, just be better. But it's like there's this wall inside you, this invisible barrier that stops you every single time. You can feel it, can't you? That heaviness, that frustration, that quiet ache. What if I told you that wall isn't you? What if it's just a program, something your subconscious mind built a long, long time ago based on things you don't even remember, things you didn't choose? And what if right now I'm about to hand you the tools to tear that wall down, brick by brick, but you've got to stay with me. Because if you don't, if you let this video slip by, you're going to miss the one thing that could finally make sense of it all. So what is this subconscious mind anyway? It's not some mystical, untouchable thing floating out there in the ether. No, it's real. It's you. Scientists say it's the part of your brain that handles 95% of what you do every day. 95%. That's your habits, your reactions, your deepest beliefs, all running on autopilot while your conscious mind, that little 5%, scramble to keep up. It's like your subconscious is this massive underground river carving paths through your life, and you're just floating on the surface, wondering why you keep ending up in the same places. But here's the twist. That river doesn't have to flow the way it always has. You can redirect it. You can shift its course. And when you do, everything changes. Your confidence, your relationships, your dreams, they all start to line up with what you actually want. Not what you were told to want, not what you were programmed to settle for, but how. How do you even start? I'm getting there. Keep listening, because if you miss this video, you're going to miss the moment it all clicks. Let me tell you something personal. I used to feel like I was drowning, not in water, but in my own head. I'd wake up every day with this weight on my chest, this sense that no matter how hard I tried, I was never going to get it right. I'd look in the mirror and see someone who wasn't enough, someone who'd always fall short, and I didn't know why. I'd push myself. I'd set goals, I'd make promises, but it was like something inside me was fighting back, something I couldn't see. Have you ever felt that? That quiet, gnawing feeling that you're stuck being someone you don't want to be? It's awful, isn't it? It's like being trapped in a cage you didn't even know you built. But then I stumbled onto something that flipped a switch in me. I found out that those feelings, that cage, it wasn't me. It was my subconscious replaying old tapes, old stories I'd picked up along the way, and I learned how to rewrite them. I learned how to reprogram that hidden part of me. And if I can do it, so can you. But you got to hear me out. Because if you miss this video, you're going to miss the chance to feel what I felt the moment that weight finally lifts. So here's where the suspense kicks in. I'm not going to tell you the full secret yet, not all at once, because this isn't just about hearing some quick fix and moving on with your day. This is about feeling it, understanding it, letting it sink in deep. We're going on a journey together, you and me, step by step, unraveling this mystery. And every step is going to bring you closer to that one revelation, the one that's going to make you sit up and say, oh my God, that's it. But you got to trust me. You've got to stay with me. Because if you don't, if you click away now, you're going to miss the piece that ties it all together. And trust me, you don't want to miss this. Let's start with where it all begins. Your subconscious doesn't just pop up out of nowhere. It's been built layer by layer since the day you were born. Every word you heard, every look you got, every tear you shed, it's all in there, stacked up like bricks in the wall. Think about that for a second. That time you fell off your bike and someone laughed. That moment you raised your hand in class and got the answer wrong. That night you overheard someone say something about you that cut deeper than you'd ever admit. Those weren't just moments, they were seeds. And your subconscious is the soil they grew in. It took those seeds and turned them into beliefs. Beliefs like, I'm not good enough, I don't belong, I can't do this. And here's the kicker. You didn't even know it was happening. It's like your mind was writing a script for your life, and you've been acting it out ever since. Doesn't that make you wonder, what else is in there? What other stories are running the show? And what if you could rewrite them? I'm going to show you how, but not yet. Not until you're ready. So keep listening, because if you miss this video, you're going to miss the chance to find out what's really holding you back. Now let's flip the coin, because it's not all doom and gloom. Your subconscious isn't just a vault of old wounds, it's also a treasure chest. Think about the times you felt unstoppable, like when you nailed that presentation, or laughed so hard you forgot your worries, or looked at someone you loved and felt your heart swell. Those moments are in there too. They're part of the code. Your subconscious doesn't just hold you back. It can lift you up. It can make you brave, make you strong, make you whole. But here's the thing. It's only going to play the tracks you tell it to play. Right now, it's stuck on repeat, looping whatever got burned into it first, the fears, the doubts, the limits. But what if you could hit pause? What if you could swap out the old tracks for new ones that say, I am enough, I can do this, I deserve this? That's what reprogramming is. It's not magic. It's not some far-off dream. It's real, and it's waiting for you. But you got to stick with me to the end. But you've got to stick with me to the end, because if you miss this video, you're going to miss the part that makes it all possible. So how does it work? How do you even get into this hidden part of yourself? It's not like you can just sit down and have a chat with it, right? Well, maybe you can. See, your subconscious isn't some locked vault with a key you'll never find. It's more like a garden, one that's been growing wild because no one's tended to it. And you're the gardener. You can pull out the weeds, plant new seeds, water them until they bloom, but you've got to know where to start. You've got to know the tools, and I've got them for you. I'm going to walk you through it step by step, peeling back the layers until you're standing there face to face with the part of you that's been calling the shots. And then you take over. But we're not there yet. We're building to it. So don't you dare click away, because if you miss this video, you're going to miss the moment it all comes together. Let's talk about something weird for a second. Have you ever noticed how you just know things? Like when you meet someone and your gut says, nope, something's off, even though they're smiling and saying all the right things. Or when you're driving and you take a turn without thinking and it feels like your hands moved on their own. That's your subconscious talking. It's always there, whispering, nudging, steering you. It's faster than your conscious mind, sharper, deeper. It's why you flinch before you even see the danger, why you dream in symbols you can't quite explain. It's this incredible, untamed force inside you. And right now it's running on whatever it was fed years ago, good, bad, or ugly. But what if you could feed it something new? What if you could teach it to whisper things that lift you up instead of dragging you down? That's where we're going. That's what I'm leading you to. But you've got to stay with me, because if you miss this video, you're going to miss the chance to harness that force. Now imagine this. Imagine waking up one day and feeling different, like the air's lighter, like your steps are surer, like that voice in your head, the one that's always picking at you, is finally quiet. Imagine looking at your life and seeing possibility instead of walls. Imagine believing, really believing that you can do the things you've always dreamed of. That's what reprogramming your subconscious can do. It's not a fairy tale. It's not a sales pitch. It's you taking back the reins, and I'm going to show you how to get there. But it's not a quick trick. It's not a 5-second hack. It's a process, a journey, and I'm laying it out for you piece by piece. So don't you dare tune out now, because if you miss this video, you're going to miss the map to that feeling. So where do we start? Step 1 is simple, but it's going to shake you. You've got to look at what's already there. You've got to dig into that garden and see what's growing, because you can't reprogram something you don't understand. Think about your life right now. What patterns keep showing up? Maybe you always sabotage yourself when things get good. Maybe you push people away when they get too close. Maybe you tell yourself you'll start tomorrow and tomorrow never comes. Those aren't accidents. Those are programs, old rusty programs your subconscious has been running since who knows when. And until you see them, until you name them, they're going to keep running the show. So take a second right now, as you're listening, ask yourself, what's my pattern? What's the thing I keep doing even though I hate it? Don't shy away from it, feel it, let it sting, because that sting, that's the first crack in the wall. That's where the light starts to come in. And I'm going to show you what to do with that light. But not yet, we're still building. So stay with me, because if you miss this video, you're going to miss the chance to break that pattern for good. Here's where it gets good. Once you see those patterns, once you spot those weeds, you don't just sit there staring at them. You start pulling them out. And you replace them with something better. But how? How do you talk to a part of your mind that doesn't even speak your language? See, your subconscious isn't impressed by logic. It doesn't care about your pros and cons list or your pep talks. It speaks in feelings. It listens to pictures. It thrives on repetition. So if you want to reprogram it, you've got to get creative. You've got to paint a new picture. One so vivid, so real, that it drowns out the old one. Imagine this. You standing tall, fearless, unstoppable. Imagine the sound of your own voice saying, I've got this. Imagine the warmth of knowing you're enough, spreading through you like sunlight. That's the kind of picture your subconscious can't ignore. And when you feed it that picture over and over, it starts to believe and it starts to build a new program. But there's a trick to making it stick. A trick I'm saving for the end, so don't go anywhere. Because if you miss this video, you're going to miss the secret that seals the deal. Let me tell you about a moment that changed everything for me. I was sitting alone one night, staring at the ceiling, feeling that same old weight, and I decided I was done. Done with the doubts, done with the excuses, done with the version of me that kept shrinking. So I tried something. I closed my eyes and I pictured myself, not the me I was, but the me I wanted to be. I saw her laughing, moving through the world like she belonged there, like she was free. I felt it in my bones, the strength, the peace, the joy. And I kept going back to that picture night after night, whispering to myself, this is who I am. At first it felt silly, like I was pretending, but then something shifted. That weight, it started to lift. That cage, it started to crack. And one day I woke up and realized I wasn't pretending anymore. I was becoming her. That's the power of reprogramming. That's what's waiting for you. But you've got to know how to do it right, and I'm going to show you step by step. So keep listening, because if you miss this video, you're going to miss the chance to feel that shift for yourself. So let's break it down. Step 2 is where the real work begins. You've seen the patterns. You've pulled the weeds. Now you plant the seeds. And this is where you get to dream. What do you want your subconscious to believe? What do you want it to whisper back to you when the world gets loud? Maybe it's I am worthy. Maybe it's I am capable. Maybe it's I am safe. Whatever it is, you've got to feel it. You've got to wrap it in emotion. because that's the language your subconscious understands. Picture it like this. Every time you say those words, every time you see that new version of you, you're watering those seeds. You're telling your mind, this is real. This is me. And the more you do it, the deeper those roots grow. But here's the catch. It's not enough to just say it once. You've got to commit. You've got to show up. Because your subconscious is stubborn. It's been running the old program for years. It's not going to flip overnight, but it will flip. And when it does, oh, you're going to feel it. I'm leading you there. So don't turn back now. Because if you miss this video, you're going to miss the part that makes it all stick. Now let's talk about repetition, because this is where the magic happens. Your subconscious loves patterns. It thrives on them. That's why those old beliefs are so hard to shake. They've been looped in your head 1,000 times. But you can use that to your advantage. You can out-remember the old with the new every day, every night. You feed it that new picture, that new feeling, that new truth. You say it out loud. You write it down. You see it in your mind until it's sharper than a memory. And slowly, so slowly, you barely notice it first, it starts to take over. The old voices get quieter. The new ones get louder. And one day you catch yourself acting like that new version of you, like it's natural, like it's always been you. That's reprogramming in action. That's your subconscious bending to your will. But there's a final piece, a piece I'm holding back into the very end, because it's the one that locks it all in. So stay with me. Because if you miss this video, you're going to miss the key that makes it permanent. Let's pause here. Think about what this can mean for you. Really think about it. What would your life look like if you weren't afraid? If you didn't doubt yourself at every turn, if you could trust yourself deep down in a way you never had before, maybe you'd finally start that project you've been dreaming about. Maybe you'd walk into a room and feel like you belong there. Maybe you'd look at yourself and smile, not because everything's perfect, but because you know you're enough. That's not a fantasy. That's what's on the other side of this. That's what reprogramming your subconscious can give you, and I'm handing you the steps one by one, leading you right to it. But you've got to feel the weight of this. You've got to want it, because if you don't, if you let this video slip by, you're going to miss the chance to find out what's waiting for you. So here's step 3. This is where you make it real. You've seen the old patterns. You've planted the new seeds. Now you live them. You act like the person you want to be, even when it feels strange, even when it feels fake. Because your subconscious doesn't know the difference between pretending and being, at least not at first. Every time you choose courage over fear, every time you speak up instead of shrinking, every time you chase a dream instead of running from it, you're teaching your subconscious a new rule. You're saying, this is who I am now. And the more you do it, the more it believes you. It's like training a muscle. It gets stronger every time you use it. But here's the twist. You've got to keep going, even when it's hard, especially when it's hard. Because that's when the old program fights back. That's when the doubts creep in, trying to pull you under. And that's when you need the final secret, the one I'm saving for the last moment. So don't you dare leave now. Because if you miss this video, you're going to miss the piece that pushes you over the edge. Let me ask you something. Have you ever had a moment where you surprised yourself? Where you did something you didn't think you could do? Maybe it was small, like speaking up when you usually stay quiet. Maybe it was big, like walking away from something that was breaking you. Remember how that felt? The rush, the pride, the little spark of, wait, maybe I'm more than I thought? That's your subconscious waking up. That's it starting to rewrite itself. And what I'm showing you is how to make that happen on purpose, how to take that spark and turn it into a fire. But it's not just about knowing it.